welcome back to the adventures of TNT. I almost forgot what channel we was doing. So welcome back. I'm your girl Tasha.
I'm T. What's up, y'all?
And what we doing today, babe?
All right, so we got a request for some metal. And I know that it's been a while since you've done metal, so I'm very eager to get your opinion on this.
Okay.
But this was requested by my patron Nick.
What's up, Nick?
In which he's requested a couple of bands that we're going to be checking out today.
Okay.
So the first one is Karnivool, which they're an Australian progressive metal band.
Okay.
So y'all already know how I am with this genre. Like, I'm the metal guy.
Well, tell me about this band.
Well, I don't know too much about them because I've never heard any music.
Oh,
from
so
them.
this is a first time reaction.
Yeah, so this
for
is gonna be a
both of
first time.
us.
Yeah, for both of us.
Oh
But,
Lord.
My ears are kind of used to metal, and yours aren't.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Let's go ahead and I ain't even gonna say it.
All right, yeah. Let's go ahead and jump into it. Y'all can leave your thoughts down below in the comment section. But let's do it.
It says Karnivool.
Yeah, Karnivool.
Karnivool.
Vool. It's Australian.
Like Foster.
Like Foster.
Australian.
Pretty good, right?
That's an understatement.
Yeah.
Whoa.
All right.
That was amazing.
Yeah.
That was amazing.
Now, you know what? I was very hesitant. I was not only was I hesitant, I was kind of scared because I wasn't sure what we were kind of getting into, and I was scared for
you. Scared for me.
Yeah, I was scared for you. Yeah, exactly. Because I didn't want your reintroduction back into metal
to be a flop.
Well, to be so harsh, and this was a good way to kind of ease.
Whoever Nick is, chef's kiss to you.
Yeah.
Because
what did you think?
This was amazing, and I felt like I was kind of transported into like another atmosphere, another universe where I can let free. The song feels freeing.
Yeah, right.
There's a lot going on in the song. The vocals are very beautiful, very clear, but then there's this static like underneath, and it makes you feel like you're being transported. And I think that was the intention, because he's talking to like maybe the child in himself, wanting to be protected and finding a safe space for this child, for this little boy. Right. And it felt like being transported into this safe space, to this different realm where there is it felt almost like a void, but a safe void, to where, you know, sometimes when you have anxiety and you just need to kind of like get away from everything, and clear your mind, and maybe if you had that safe space where you can black out the curtains and stuff like that, or be transported, that's what it felt like.
Yeah, okay.
And whoever was on these drums,
he was hitting the drums.
What?
I think just the overall sound was a complete vibe.
Definitely.
It was a great experience. I didn't get everything that you got because, of course, you're more in tune with music that way.
No, I'm pretty.
I even had the lyrics pulled up, in which a lot of times for metal songs, I don't really follow the lyrics. I just go off of the feeling that I get from listening to the song. But I thought that it was very atmospheric. Like, you hit a lot of the things what I was gonna say, like the nail on the head. But I felt like it was very atmospheric. It did remind me. It gave me this vibe of '90s metal. But also the vocals. The vocals were so melodic. Really, really enjoyed the vocals. So completely unexpected, especially since I've never heard of Karnivool. And would definitely look forward to more of their music.
Definitely.
Now, we're going to keep things going. I have another band. Let me see. This is Innervein, and the song is called Winter's End.
Winter's Coming.
Okay. Well, Winter's End, baby.
Well, you know, that's what I thought.
Yeah, Game of Thrones.
Yeah, I just had to say it.
Sorry, it feels moody.
Yeah.
right. That's Innervein with Winter's End. 2 songs in. How you feeling? What do you think?
This song was very interesting.
Yeah.
It kept me on my toes because the timing kept changing.
Okay.
And not only did it keep changing, like the guitar was playing at a different timing than the drummer.
Okay. Yeah.
And so it really kept you on your toes. Right. And it kind of made my brain go like all over the place.
Oh, really?
And then try to focus back in. And it kind of felt like a transcendence. It's like chaos.
Okay, yeah.
And then transcend and,
right.
you know, like new beginnings and stuff like that. And not until like towards the end did you get like a cohesiveness. But even like the different timing to make it feel a little bit chaotic, moody as well, like almost like creating like a big bang within the music to create something new and on your toes. That's I hope I'm explaining that.
You are. I think that's a great description for this. For me, I thought this song was very moody. It did have a good vibe or a good feeling of chaos.
Feeling of chaos.
Yes, I do like the word you used, which was transcendent. Because I feel like the song is very bold, and that's what it builds into. It builds into a feeling of transcendence, and you really get to feel that during the chorus because the lead vocal, the vocalist, he is very explosive when it comes when he goes into the chorus, and so that was like one of my favorite parts of this. But also the solo, it had a really good solo in here. Now, as far as that I guess disjointed feeling that you're getting from this, that's particularly because this is prog metal. So in prog metal, they do a little bit. It's not like traditional metal where it's kind of straightforward. They're a little bit more experimental, and that way they can kind of be, I guess, more explorative or even experimental with the music. And so that's kind of what I got from this. But if you had to give this a score out of 10, what would you give it? Honestly,
I would give it an 8.
Okay.
I would give it an 8. Because the first one was a 10, and we did it together. And because, like you said, this is prog metal, and it took me a minute because it did feel a little chaotic, but not in a bad way. But just like, this is something new to my brain, and I'm trying to figure it out. And you know, I'm a lyrics person, so all of this is going on, and then I'm trying to hear the lyrics. And sometimes you have to focus on how it makes you feel first. And a lot of times, what people don't understand is when you hear a song for the first time, you're not gonna get everything about the song, and sometimes people make it seem like that's what we should do. And sometimes I just have to go on how a song makes me feel.
And that's what type of listener I am. I go off of how a song makes me feel because I'm not listening to the lyrics.
But I think lyrics are so important.
Lyrics are important, but so is the vibe.
And words.
But you know what? I agree with your score. I give this about an 8, and this is coming from a person who is experienced with listening to this style of metal because of exactly what you said. But I think that it did have a good vibe. Now, something that was kind of interesting with this was that it kind of reminded me of Tool, which is interesting because the next band we're going to be listening to is A Perfect Circle, in which the lead singer of Tool is actually in this band. Now, we've heard A Perfect Circle before, long time ago.
That bug on her face.
I just didn't want to know.
Hey, bugs.
Best to keep things in the shallow end, 'cause I never quite learned how to swim. I just didn't want to know. Close my eyes just to look at you. mistook the nods for an approval. Just ignore the smoke and smile. Calling out the machines, turning blue, such a lovely color for you. Calling out the machines, turning blue, such a perfect color for your eyes. Calling out the machines, turning blue, such a lovely color for you. Calling out the machines, turning blue, while I just sit and stare at you.
All right, so this is Perfect Circle Blue. What did you think?
Very interesting song. I
Yeah.
was trying not to be distracted by this art cover because I hate bugs and it's right on her face. And I had to look at it the entire time. The song was very interesting because, you know, visually I see things when I hear certain songs, certain music.
Yeah.
And it was like he was in a burning house and there's fire everywhere and there's smoke. And he's saying, close your eyes. And it's kind of like sometimes in life where you know shit is wrong and you ignore it anyway.
Right.
There's smoke all around you. There's red flags everywhere. And people are just telling you, close your eyes, it'll be okay. You know, close your eyes to all the fires around you.
Right.
And they convince you that there isn't any fire.
Right.
And you'll be okay. And then you burn to death or you get smoke inhalation.
So you got kind of like a bad kind of vibe from this?
I mean,
You know what? I think that all right. The vibe that I got, the feeling I got was because this is a jam, and a lot of times this is what happens in this kind of music where you're just jamming out, but the lyrics are kind of dark, and I couldn't piece together all the lyrics because I was jamming out to the song, but I pulled them up and so I was reading them, and it is very dark. But vocal wise, I love Maynard James Keenan. I think he's a great vocalist. He really brings his style out with this band and this song. But what I love the most is that it has that alternative, that 90s alternative rock. Now this song came out in like 2003, but you know the sound kind of bleeds over into the early 2000s.
right.
But yeah, this is a great song. I like the vibe of it.
Oof, dark.
But it did have like a dark undertone.
Yeah. Wait.
But guys,
dead.
y'all can leave your thoughts down below in the comment
just
section.
gonna take a picture of
Let
you.
us know what you thought about this song. And shout out to Nick for this request. Anyway, we're gonna go ahead and get up out of here. As always, like, share, and subscribe. We'll see y'all next time. Take care.
Ta-ta.
Peace.